Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're having a good start of the week. So privileged to be able to come and just share a few minutes with you virtually in this way and just share a word of encouragement for you. I know some of you are tired, maybe even exhausted. I see it in your faces when I see you guys on Zoom, places like that. I hear it in your Facebook posts and see it in the words that you use in those things, and I don't blame you. I mean, we're all tired. We're all under constant stress. I mean, our lives have been literally shaken and turned upside down in the matter of just a few weeks, and that gets old very fast. So I want to share with you just an encouragement from Jesus himself, an invitation that he gives to you and I, because sometimes our fatigue and our exhaustion can be a physical exhaustion, and there's rest for that, and hopefully you're getting enough of that. But sometimes there's spiritual exhaustion, and that's more dangerous. That's more difficult to treat, if you will. And my concern for you is that maybe that's what you're feeling this morning, some spiritual exhaustion as well as physical and mental. So I want to help with that spiritual exhaustion by giving you a reminder of what Jesus says in his word as he invites us. He says in Matthew chapter 11, beginning in verse 28, he says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Why? For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So if you're feeling burdened this morning, spiritually exhausted and just worn out, can I offer the suggestion that maybe what you're carrying around, the burden that that's weighing you down, is not Jesus's yoke. He says his yoke is easy, that his burden is light, and that is because he helps us carry that burden. He doesn't just dump it on our shoulders and expect us to make the best of it. No, he carries that alongside us. And so if you're feeling that exhaustion spiritually this morning, I would say check your heart. See if maybe you have put on yourself a burden that is not Jesus's burden, and a yoke that is not his. But if you discover that that's where you're at, and you've set a different kind of yoke on your own shoulders, I want to encourage you to do what he says and to come to him, and to just take some time. Maybe you need to get off Facebook after this video and just take a walk and reflect on the beauty of the world around us. Or maybe you need to dig into the Psalms a little bit, because that is a very raw and honest book written by people who are just struggling with incredibly difficult things. And so we're all familiar with Psalm 23. But the one before it, Psalm 22, is a good one to read, as it paints a beautiful picture of not only what David was going through in his day and time, but also points us ahead to what Jesus does on the cross for us. Or there's Psalm 42, if you're particularly worn down and discouraged. Psalm 42 was written for you. Or maybe Psalm 121, where the psalmist reminds us, where does our help come from? Our help comes from the Lord. And so I want to encourage you this morning to take some time to not just settle for being spiritually exhausted or discouraged, but instead to do what Jesus has said and to come to him knowing that he will give you rest. And I pray that you find that rest. Before I go, I do want to update you on the garden behind me there. I'll put a picture up so you can see, but the corn is definitely starting to come up, and many of the other things that were planted are as well. And it's exciting to see just how the potential in the near future for us to feed folks around us continues to literally grow each and every day. So continue to pray for that, and thanks for your help. Thanks for your time. I know that sometimes even carving out 5 minutes to listen to me is difficult, so thanks for doing that. And if you need us, me or Kyle or JP or Michaela, please let us know. We are here for you, and we want to serve you in any way that we can. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.